The amount of people wanting instructions for my G1 swoop was outstanding. Seriously, guys, thank you for supporting my hobby. But in an attempt to provide instructions for you, I actually had to rebuild Swoop. And it's been a couple years since I had originally built Swoop. And so in doing so, I wanted to make something a little more accurate to the G1 cartoon, and that way I can also improve it, improve the design because of the couple years I've learned from working with Lego. So, anyway guys, this is the new G1 Swoop. Immediately looking at this new G1 Swoop, you can tell there's a lot changed. The crest on the pterodon head is a little bigger. It's got some side panels. I wanted to improve the robot mode head because it did kind of look silly. His jet boosters are a little thick. They got this additional part on them. They transform just a tiny bit differently. And then there's also the wings. I wanted the wings to have a more naturally swooping look. They're longer. They swoop into these angles and they come up here. And I think it just looks a lot better. One of the bigger differences is the color change. It's blue instead of red. And the original G1 Swoop I built was based on the toy, and this one is based on the cartoon. I feel like the cartoon accurate one is a little better. Stands out from the rest of the Dinobots a bit. Other than that, it's the same figure. Yeah, it's basically just a better version of the one I did. Okay, in order to transform Swoop, it's basically the same as the last one I built. We're going to take these jet-powered engines, and we're just going to pop off the toe. Just flip them up. Just flip up the feet. They don't do the thing they did last time, where they kind of bent inwards a little bit to allow clearance, but it's a little simpler, a little cleaner, and I like it. Okay, we're going to take this, slide these wings down, and then they're going to come in like so. I really like the way this looks in robot mode. It gives them little swoopy shoulders. Okay, we're going to take the head again and we're going to situate it down and then fold the beak down, and then we can just straighten out the arms like so and spread his legs a little bit. And there we have Swoop in robot mode. Swoop in robot mode looks pretty good. It retains most of the same basic features. Basically the body shape is the exact same size, but he's got a little bigger head, so it's got the red on the sides, making it like a nice helmet look. He's got the yellow detail on his legs that the G1 cartoon has, and his arms are a little better. They're not using a headlight brick. They're using just a 1x1 with a stud, so they're a little cleaner. And obviously the biggest difference is that he's got a blue body. Now I think the blue body actually adds a lot more character to it. The first Swoop was kind of like a plain J boring toy. Now this, he's got a nice chromatic color scheme with the yellow, the red, the blue, and I was managed to put tiles on the chest, so it's not the underside of a stud or of a plate just like this. He's got this nice smooth tile, and I think it looks fantastic. He's got little innards. I liked giving him a more like cartoon shape. So he's got a nice big blocky chest, and then it kind of goes into his waist, and then he's got skirts on the sides, and I think that's really cool. Come around to the back, see his wings fold up cleanly. He's got the little pterodon tail, little swoopy things that lead up to his neck. So yeah, that's Swoop. For articulation, his head can swivel just like last time. His arms are on a T-joint, so they can go in and out and rotate 360, except for the wings get in the way. His arms are on a hinge, and they can also rotate. And then his legs are also on a T-joint. They can't go so much forward as they could go back, and that's because, if I can move his arm out of the way, there is a slope that doesn't connect to allow for the transformation. And they can go out too, and he's also got a knee joint. I guess the feet could rotate if you wanted to give him a little natural looking tilt. But that is it. Swoop was a lot of fun putting back together and updating. I really enjoyed it, but let me know what you think about him in the comments. There will be instructions soon, so when they are up, the link will be in the description. But if you haven't checked out my last Transformer, it was a tank called Slug, based on the Metal Slug tanks. An annotation will be on the screen right now, right next to Swoop. So if you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. Other than that, till all are one.